Former CIA Director George Tenet thought him at least as dangerous as Osama bin Laden, and former Mossad chief Shabtai Shavit regretted not killing him. But to almost 250 million Pakistanis, Abdul Qadeer Khan, the godfather of Pakistan's nuclear program, is a legend and national hero. The nuclear scientist, who was born in 1936 and died in 2021 aged 85, was more responsible than anyone else for the South Asian nation developing a nuclear bomb. He created a secret nuclear program that officially didn't exist. He ran an even more secret network, assisting Iran, Libya and North Korea with their nuclear programs. Israel, itself a nuclear power, allegedly used assassination attempts and threats to try and stop Pakistan from going nuclear. In the 1980s, Israel even planned to bomb Pakistan's nuclear site with Indian assistance. None of this worked, and Pakistan became a nuclear power. It all began on the 18th of May 1974 when India tested its first nuclear weapon. Pakistani Prime Minister Zulfikar Ali Bhutto immediately vowed to develop nuclear weapons for his own country. "We will eat grass or leaves, even grow hungry, but we will get one of our own," he said. There was, he declared, a Christian bomb, a Jewish bomb, and now a Hindu bomb. Why not an Islamic bomb? A.Q. Khan, as he is commonly remembered by Pakistanis, was the man to build that bomb. In 1974, Khan was working for a subcontractor of a major nuclear fuel company, Urenco, in Amsterdam. Khan had access to top secret areas of the facility and blueprints of the world's best centrifuges, which enriched natural uranium and turned it into bomb fuel. In January 1976, he made a sudden and mysterious departure from the Netherlands, saying he had been made an offer he can't refuse in Pakistan. Khan was later accused of having stolen a blueprint for uranium centrifuges and taken it to Pakistan. That July, he set up a research laboratory in Rawalpindi, which started to produce enriched uranium for nuclear weapons. While Pakistan's military establishment supported Khan's work, civilian governments were generally kept in the dark. Even the late Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto's daughter, was not told a word by her generals about a nuclear technology sharing program with Iran. She only found out about it in 1989 by accident in Tehran. The Iranian president took her aside and asked her whether they could reaffirm the two countries' agreement on special defense matters. "What exactly are you talking about, Mr. President?" asked Bhutto, confused. "Nuclear technology, Madam Prime Minister, nuclear technology," replied the Iranian president. Bhutto was stunned. A.Q. Khan's motivation for the nuclear operation was in large part ideological. He said, "I want to question the holier-than-thou attitude of the Americans and British. Are these bastards God-appointed guardians of the world?" There were serious efforts to sabotage the program, including a series of assassination attempts widely understood to have been the work of Israel's intelligence agency, Mossad. Executives at European companies doing business with Khan found themselves targeted. A letter bomb was sent to one in West Germany. He escaped, but his dog was killed. Another bombing targeted a senior executive of Swiss company Cora Engineering, which worked on Pakistan's nuclear program. In the early 1980s, Israel even proposed to India that the two collaborate to bomb and destroy Pakistan's nuclear facility in Rawalpindi. Indian Prime Minister Indira Gandhi approved the strike. A plan developed for Israeli bombers to take off from an airbase in India's Gujarat and launch strikes on the Pakistani facility. But Gandhi later backed out and the plan was shelved. Despite Indian and Israeli opposition, the Americans turned a blind eye to the nuclear program because Pakistan was an important Cold War ally. But everything changed with the end of the Cold War. In October 1990, the US halted economic and military aid to Pakistan in protest against the nuclear program. Pakistan then said it would stop developing nuclear weapons. A.Q. Khan later revealed, however, that the operation secretly continued. In 1998, Pakistan then successfully tested its own nuclear warheads. Khan became a national hero. Streets, schools, and even cricket teams were named after him. but he had also been organising another, particularly daring operation. From the mid-1980s onwards, Khan ran an international nuclear network which sent technology and designs to Iran, North Korea and Libya. The Mossad had him under surveillance as he travelled around the Middle East, but failed to work out what the scientist was doing. Then Mossad chief Shabtai Shavit later said that if he had realised Khan's intentions, he would have considered ordering his assassination. In the end, Libyan dictator Muammar Gaddafi blew Khan's operation in 2003 while attempting to win support from the US. Gaddafi disclosed to the CIA and MI6 that Khan was building nuclear sites for the Libyan government, some of which were disguised as chicken farms. The CIA seized machinery bound for Libya as it was being smuggled through the Suez Canal. Investigators found weapons blueprints in bags from an Islamabad dry cleaner. In 2004, Khan confessed. He said he acted alone with no support from the Pakistani government, and under US pressure, the Pakistani government placed Khan under effective house arrest in Islamabad until 2009. In his later years, Khan funded a community centre in Islamabad and spent his time feeding monkeys. Later, he said that I saved the country for the first time when I made Pakistan a nuclear nation, and saved it again when I confessed and took the whole blame on myself. In America, he was widely condemned, but those who knew him said Khan firmly believed what he had done was right. In 2019, 2 years before his death, Khan publicly said that the nation should be rest assured Pakistan is a safe atomic power. No one can cast an evil eye on it.